Hey everybody, Ken Tripp from eXp Realty, part of the Evolution Group with Ricky Carruth, and here today we're going to talk about why agents fail when they get started in real estate. Obviously, I know, tough topic to talk about. 87% of agents are out of the business inside of 5 years, but a lot of the reasons that they are out are fairly common. A lot of mistakes get made that are the same as agents before them, and if we can eliminate some of those and we can help some of these agents get through that first 2-3 years to get that momentum, get that business rolling, and stay in the business. So here's a few reasons why agents fail in real estate. Number one, they don't have a daily routine. They let the day take over. They don't have a set schedule. They don't have a set morning routine. They don't have anything that springboards them from getting out of bed to getting to work. Normally, when you've got a regular job, if you're working for somebody else, you've got a start time, you've got an end time. The beauty of real estate is you don't have that. We don't have to answer to anybody, we answer to ourselves. It's a great thing. However, when you don't have that and you just get up whenever you want and start whenever you want, you're gonna lose momentum, you're gonna lose drive, you're gonna lose consistency. This is gonna cost you big time when you first get started in real estate. So the number one thing we wanna have in the very beginning is a daily routine. Pick a time to start, pick a time to stop, time block everything in there and get through it. That's gonna start with a morning routine. Getting up at the same time, making sure your routine is something that slingshots you or springboards you into momentum for the day. So for example, maybe you've got getting up, hitting the gym, getting some exercise, getting some good food into you, reading a little bit, focusing yourself, and then getting off and running right away. Not checking social media, not checking your emails, not making those mistakes that sort of time suck a lot of the momentum out of the morning. Pick something that's going to start you off on the right foot and it's going to launch you into your day. Number two, not enough lead generation and not enough focus on getting leads daily. You've got to make sure every single day you, number one, know where your numbers are. What are the numbers I want to hit? And you've got to pick, going backwards. It's a bit of a longer video topic, but going backwards, we want to make sure that we have our yearly goals, our quarterly goals, our monthly goals, right down to our weekly tasks and our to-do list for the day. So if you've got those numbers, you need to focus on them every single day. You've got to have a daily number to hit so that you can get the appointments you need, to get the deals you need, to hit the yearly goal that you want to hit. So that's all going to start with your daily actions. It's going to start with your daily routine, your daily numbers. So once I'm in the office, what numbers do I want to hit? I want to hit this many appointments this week to hit this many deals. Okay, well, how many appointments do I need? How many calls is it going to take me? How many contacts is it going to take me to get to those appointments? Work backwards from there. Then how long is that going to take me? Is it going to take me an hour? Is it going to take me 2 hours? Is it going to take me 3 hours? You've got to time block that off and you've got to make sure that you're hitting that every single day. We're going to have ups and downs. We're not going to be able to nail it 100% every single day, but over time, if you're consistent, and this is where the daily schedule comes back into play, if you're consistently in the office at the same time, taking actions every single day through a time blocked amount, you're going to hit those numbers more often than not, and you're going to be able to hit your weekly numbers, hit your appointment numbers, make your number of contacts, and eventually get to your goals by the end of the year, sell as many houses as you want to sell. Number three follows number two. Once we've got our daily task of having our time blocked and making sure that we're hitting our numbers, well, what lead generation are we using? And most agents will make the mistake of not having enough fingers and enough pies, not having enough lead generation to generate the leads to hit the numbers they want. So for example, you might just be looking at your circle at the very beginning, but you may not have a circle for whatever reason. You may have just started, you may be young, you may be coming back into the business, you may have come from a job where you didn't have a connection with a lot of people. Your circle might not be as big as you want it to be, so that might not be the way to go right at the beginning. You've got to make sure you've got enough lead generation, enough out there, and enough different streams that you can hit those goals. So, for example, you might want to be looking at your circle, you'll be looking at open houses, you'll be looking at door knocking, you could be looking at online leads, you could be looking at any number of things, but we want to make sure that you've got enough out there, and this is a mistake a lot of agents make, especially when they first start, is focusing on one specific type of lead generation and not putting themselves out there to as many as possible. We want our leads to come from anywhere. Now, there could be 10, 15 different lead sources. You want to have at least 8 to 10 good ones where you've got leads coming in from all different areas. Once they get rolling, you get proficient at some of them, you can start focusing on maybe 4 to 6. But realistically, 8 to 10 right off the bat, making sure you are dialed in with what to say, how to say it, your scripts, your dialogues. You want to practice with all these, but you've got to make sure you've got enough to set those appointments, to hit those numbers, so that you are going to make it through the first 1, 2, and 3 years. Now, finally, a little bonus tip. Those 3 things are going to be hyper important and they're going to be a big reason why you're not hitting your numbers, your daily routine, your lead generation, and your number of lead generation funnels that you're going to have coming through are going to be massive. But also the fourth one is not following up enough. We've got to make sure at the beginning as agents that we're following up on all this hard work we're doing to network and connect and market and put ourselves out there, if we're not following up with the people that are out there that we're talking to daily at open houses or on coffees or on the phone or door knocking or wherever you're at, if we don't follow up, we're wasting all the time, we're wasting all that hard work. So the bonus tip is making sure that every single day, as part of your calls and as part of your daily routine, we've got some specific follow-up time built in there. So we're making sure that we're getting the follow-up done for all the hard work we did previously in the weeks past to make sure that people are aware of us and we're on top of the list for when they're ready to buy a house or refer us to someone, we're top of mind. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching. If you're looking for more tips, more tactics, comment below. I'm happy to connect with you anytime. You can get me on Instagram as well. There's many, many different ways that you can make sure that you survive the first 2 or 3 years. It's just a small amount, but if you want to dive deeper into these, I'm happy to connect with you anytime. Connect with me on Instagram or comment below. See you soon.